Good morning, everyone. How is everyone this morning? It's Wednesday morning. Middle of the week. We made it there. Let's do verse today. This is Psalm 78. This is actually two verses. This is verse 40 and 41. How oft did they provoke him in the wilderness and grieve him in the desert? Yea, they turned back and tempted God and limited the Holy One of Israel. This is talking back when Israel was fully dependent on God, just as we are now. But fully dependent on God, they left Egypt. He saved them, miracle after miracle, to pull them from Egypt, a land where they were constantly beaten and brutalized and killed, treated like absolute piles of junk. And he saved them, miracle after miracle after miracle, parting the Red Sea so that they could actually escape the land, and then after their enemies entered into it, engulfing them and drowning all of their enemies. Leading them to the mount where Moses went up and got the 10 Commandments. Leading them through the desert. A ball of smoke during the day and a pillar of fire at night. Leading them. They could actually see the essence of God with their own eyes. And yet, they continued to disbelieve. How often they provoke him in the wilderness and grieve him in the desert. He's sending manna from the sky. The food of heaven. Manna from the sky, which they collected and made into bread. Man, I bet that bread was amazing. I bet it didn't have any gluten. I bet I could have ate it. I have a gluten allergy. He took care of them. And they just continued to turn away from him to the point that they turned back and tempted God. They tempted his anger. They tempted his wrath. Now, you always, I used to hear when I was younger, the wrath of God. And then I get to reading the wrath of God. What they got as his wrath was really a lesson, because like us now, they had a tendency to stray, except unlike us now, they literally saw the essence of him as a ball of smoke and a pillar of fire constantly. Every day food would rain down from heaven for them to eat. When they needed meat, quail would come in, enough that they could all kill and eat until they were almost sick on it. Witnessed miracle after miracle after miracle. And yet they still tempted God and limited the Holy One of Israel. That's the big one. Now here's the thing. That was my cat. Here's the thing. God is with us now. I've witnessed a multitude of miracles in my life. I've never witnessed food from heaven raining down. I've never seen a pillar of fire leading me through the desert at night, or smoke in the day. I haven't witnessed that, but I've witnessed many miracles that science can't explain, that humans can't explain. In the scientific sense, I can explain it. God Almighty. I've seen the wonderful things that God does for all of us whom he loves. So I don't have to I don't have to see all the stuff that he did for Israel. But all that he did for Israel, no matter how great, they still tempted him. And the thing that gets me is, and limited the Holy One of Israel. They limited God. They kept saying to themselves, oh, God can't do this. Oh, God can't do that. Oh, God. Why can't he do this? I mean, literally, before he started raining down manna, we're hungry. We should have gone back to Egypt where we got to eat every day. I mean, yes, they were crushing our bones and killing us, but we got to eat. So he rains down manna. Oh, well, we have all this food, but we don't have enough water. I mean, we need gobs of water. What are we going to do about water? We're dying over here. They weren't dying. They're having to suffer a little bit, but they weren't dying. So a rock floods water out. Okay, we have food and we have water, but I mean, we've been walking forever. How long are we going to have to walk? Do we not do that? Now, do we not limit God? Do we not tempt him? Do we not say, oh, God, I'm just barely getting by. I'm just barely making enough money. Please send me a way that I can make more money. Because I'm just filling my needs, nothing more. Nothing more than filling your needs. He's filling your needs. God, I really want that promotion. I really want to be a boss. Please make me a boss. Wait, no, you know what? I'm not going to ask that because I'm not sure if I ask that if it'll actually happen. And then what? And then it's going to, never mind. Do we ever pray to God and then in our minds or in our hearts think, that's not going to happen? Why am I praying for this? God doesn't do this. He doesn't actually change the physical things. He just changes the spiritual things. He has no physical power. I know so many people. So many that don't believe in God's actual physical power. That he actually moves through this world. He does. He does. He's not just on a spiritual plane and he makes you full of butterflies and makes you feel good about stuff. God will help you. He will save you. Now, Jesus said we'll suffer, and we will. But your life doesn't just have to be one letdown after another. If it is, then something ain't right in here, in your spirit. You need to pray and ask God what it is. Now, are there homeless people that have always been homeless and will always be homeless that believe in God? Yes. And serve him? Yes. But there are many of us that are called for many things. You ever met a homeless person that's actually happy? I've met a lot that are actually pleased, thankful. And it's those that were chosen for that because they can handle it. We're all chosen to do what we can handle. And if you have faith, if you believe, if you don't limit the hand of God, if you believe and in your heart know that God is only going to give you as much as you can handle, and have trust in him and love him and have faith that it's gonna work out, it will. Now, the time will come where you'll be tempted many times. The time will come when it's your time to go. And it may be of old age. It may be of some horrible sickness, or it may be of something else. Could you be killed for your faith, for your love in Jesus? Yes, you can be. He wrote that. Well, he spoke it. That could come to pass. But it may actually be a blessing to keep you from suffering to come. It's always going to be a blessing. I mean, honestly, heaven? So don't use this. Don't use this. Use not even your physical heart. When people talk about the love in their heart, it's not the physical heart, it's their spiritual heart. Think with your spirit, with the actual you. That is the actual you, not this, not this. Don't tempt God. Don't limit him. He is infinite and can do anything. But you have to believe, and you have to be patient. That's a hard thing, isn't it? Patience. Well, let's have a wonderful day. I want everyone to have a really just beautiful day. Awesome day. I love you. God bless you.